Sometimes the hardest thing when you are trying to change your life is the fact that your current life is aggressively trying to convince you otherwise. Y'all, I cannot make this up. On my drive here, just now, emphasis on this is the third YouTube video for my channel. Brand new, having so much fun with it. On the drive here, my parent texted me, and it was an article that said, why influencers are quitting and going back to the 9 to 5 in 2026. And I'm like they know I'm building a YouTube channel. And they just, you know? Golly. My response was, LOL. Meanwhile, I'm starting a YouTube channel. Can't stop me. Heart. And then my parent was like, well, I'm just, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying make sure you do it because you love it, not because you want to basically achieve anything from it. Just make sure you have this is just to help you have some perspective. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Ugh. Thankfully, I have been working on myself for so long that I have such a protective bubble around me that cannot be penetrated by negativity and doubt, discouragement. No one can deter me from my path. It is a very solo path. I basically have no cheerleaders in my life backing the vision I have for myself, and you probably feel the same with changing your life up. There are so many forms of resistance in your life when you're trying to change your life. Fear, finances, comfort, imposter syndrome. I'm too late. Am I too late? It's too late for me. Let's go into some examples. Let's go into some examples. Fear of failure, fear of discomfort, fear of the unknown, fear of the timeline, not having any clarity on the timeline. How long is it going to take me to achieve this? Fear of how am I going to break away from my existing circumstances or routine to make time for this? Finances, well, I'm really, they're all allotted to something. I don't really have the wiggle room to make moves in alignment with some new calling. I feel that I would need XYZ to make some moves. Exhaustion. I'm really exhausted. I'll try it tomorrow. I'll start next weekend. I'll start when school ends, after the semester. I'll start after this big project's done at work. It's really wearing me down. Old identity. Well, I've never really been someone who wakes up and goes to the gym. Or I'm someone who sleeps in, though. That's my thing. I stay up late and I sleep in really late. That's my thing. That's my time. Or I spend so much time cleaning the house and cooking for my family. They need me to do that. I couldn't possibly delegate that to anyone else a couple times a week. My name's Kirsten. Oh. Gotta keep going. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. My name's Kirsten. Welcome to my channel. This channel is about building a life that lights you up when your history and all the circumstances around you are basically laughing in your face at the idea that you can achieve this new life. They're all like, who do you think you are? Changing up your life, breaking free from the path you've been on, the path we've advised you is best for you. Who do you think you are? That you could be successful on a path of your choosing. Well, when you have no evidence that the path you're pursuing is something you can achieve, you have to become the proof. Prove everybody wrong. Do it for yourself, though. Make sure it's what you want to do. And it'll just naturally unfold that everybody else is going to be proven wrong in the process. So you don't have to do it to prove them wrong. Don't make that why you're doing it. You get the picture. When you are trying to change your life, when you are committed to changing your life, this seems to be the precise moment that your old life really buckles down and aggressively tries to lure you back in. Your old habits try to reclaim you. Let's see if I can get down to the beach. That is a steep drop. We're gonna keep going. Change feels emotionally expensive. Comfort feels easier, safer. Like a cozy blanket, you know? But this is my cozy blanket. One big thing that is so tough, I mean, you can feel it from the intro of this video, is when people's opinions or expectations, they don't understand. They don't understand your calling. They don't understand what you're choosing to be invested in. And they give their opinions. They give their advice. They mean well. Mean it out of love. At least most of them. Oh yeah, I can get down here, check it out. Gosh, it's so pretty! So yeah, that's huge. And that's tough. The people not understanding you part when you're trying to change. Especially in today's age when there's like, we're just so not social. So those few people that you do talk to, you want to be able to share with them. You want to be able to share what you're excited about and have their support. So it is a dadgum bummer when they just don't get it. And they offer opinions and advice which is steering you a different direction. And, you know, they're projecting limitations on you that are not on your radar. And the limitations are rearing you a different direction. They mean well. It comes from their own experience. But unfortunately, that doesn't mean it's right for you. That's why it is so important to build a healthy foundation with yourself and what your calling is, like I said in the intro of this video, so you cannot be swayed by the fear tactics. They mean it out of love, but don't be swayed. It is so easy to be swayed in the beginning. I've spent a long time dedicating myself to this vision I have, which some may say is delusional. But I find a lot of joy in it, and that's what matters. Because I'm all about, like, how can I get more joy out of life? How can I be more curious in my life? How can I be more creative in my life? Are you tired of living a dormant life? Are you tired of giving so many hours of your life to something that you didn't choose for yourself? You just kind of did because that's what everybody else does, or that's what so-and-so advised you to do because that's going to bring you what you need? Ay, ay, ay. People might laugh at you. I got laughed at. When I first told a family member that I was interested in, for example, I was interested in acting, because when I first had my awakening and started to, like, be curious about what am I interested in life, I was done living on default mode and I wanted to be more intentional, and so I was like, I'm interested in acting, and I'd never been into that before. I didn't take school for that or anything. So I told a family member, yeah, I'm interested in acting. And he was like, oh, you're funny. Oh, don't do that. Yeah, you're not really gonna do that, are you? You know? And that hurts. So you may experience that if you tell someone you're close to what you are considering pursuing. But you just gotta have some thick skin. You gotta prioritize yourself and the life you're trying to build. You gotta protect that with everything you got. So, are you gonna choose alignment anyway? Regardless of the discouragement coming at you left and right? So are you seeking expansion in your life? It's a huge help to pursue growth-minded people. So whomever, to hear other voices of people who are prioritizing, incorporating things into their life that align with them, that take them out of a stale life. You want influences like that. Now, I know the water's really loud for a second. I don't know if you can hear me. But I know it's a tall order to suggest that you go out and find some folks. Just go out and find some folks that have similar interests to you or similar qualities. Go out and find them. That ain't realistic. I understand. That's a tall order. So at the very least, you can be pursuing spending your time consuming YouTube videos of people who are speaking on your same wavelength, because inspiration matters. especially when there's so much discouragement left and right. Seeing others evolve expands your brain. Expands your mind. So that's why I just like be hungry for it. Prioritize it. Do whatever you can to like breathe life into this. That's me pumping an air pump. Okay. To breathe life into this vision you are building for yourself. The more consistent you are in creating and maintaining a mindset of expansion and intentional living, the more you will rewire your brain that this is who you are now. This is my new identity. This is how I roll. This is what I achieve. Just like me today. My brain is rewired. My mind is rewired. I was not impacted by that text message. I moved forth on my journey to film this YouTube video. This life that I'm hoping to help you build or inspire you to build for yourself really requires a leap of faith. It's creating before validation. So, maybe that's buying some paints and painting something when you have no idea if you're good or not. Or maybe you buy some wood and some tools and you build something. Or I've seen like a lot of very unique talents on YouTube. For example, this one lady, she taught herself some form of like calligraphy. And so that's like, old school, beautiful, elegant cursive type stuff. Considered old school these days. Nobody really writes like that on paper. And she attracted a niche of people who are interested in that. In fact, they wanted her to teach them how to do it. There's people who do stationery, or this other lady I watch, she does something called snail mail. So she has people who like join her group, and then she like does a painting, and she makes a customized card, and she writes a special note in it, and she sends it out to like 250 people every month. Whoever signs up first type thing. That brings her joy, and people love it. So like find your tribe, but it starts with taking a leap of faith and doing something that you have no idea if anyone's gonna like it, or if you're gonna be good at it. The woman who does the snail mail, she even admitted, she was like, I have no idea if anyone's gonna like this. People love it. So it's about making courageous choices. And doing it in blind faith. When you have no evidence that you're on the right path. You're witnessing right here, folks. Me making a courageous choice with no validation. I don't have any comments yet. This is just me recording. I have not posted anything yet. By the time you see this, who knows what'll happen. Wow. So let this be an inspiration to you. Like, I am on the path with you. We are doing this together. We are a community of stepping outside of our comfort zone and doing what we feel called to do when everything around us is telling us That's foolish. That's a waste of your time. Don't take that too seriously. So, a big part of this is being intentional with your time, avoiding what we used to do, which was numbing out. However you numbed out, we don't have a lot of personal time, do we? If you had a ton of personal time and you're living the life, you're probably not watching this video because you got it going on. Congratulations. So if you're watching this video, you probably don't have that much personal time. So what are you doing with that personal time? Are you numbing out? I don't think you want to, or you wouldn't be here. So you have to practice, but you know, it is in the beginning, it is hard to break away from our old habits of numbing out, escaping, comfort, keeping busy. So you have to catch yourself. You have to practice catching yourself. That's a huge takeaway from this video today. For example, if you come home and you organically put on your sweats and get on the couch and chill out for many hours, that is valuable time. Are you ready to change your life? Because that is prime time right there. We only have so many hours in the day. And life is a gift. So instead of doing what you typically do, like, go to a different room and do an activity that has to do with that gets you out of your comfort zone and starts to expand who you are, whether that's just simply spending time with yourself, journaling, writing, absorbing YouTube stuff, or maybe you actually have an idea of a specific activity that you can start practicing. And you know, we don't all have a separate room to go to. Maybe the couch is still where you're going to go, but how about you hide that remote? Or how about you put your phone on airplane mode? To like create an environment that helps enable you to tap in to the growth that you are aspiring to achieve. So you can break out of this restrictive life that is so unfulfilling, so unsatisfying, so not what you feel called to do with your time. You're exploring what makes you curious. That is like my favorite thing. Are you curious about anything in life? You need to explore what makes you curious. This is a game changer. Change is a gradual thing. Identity shift happens slowly. Lasting identity shift happens slowly. With consistent choices, intentional choices, you build a new identity. It turns into, oh, I am this person now. This is what I do. This is how I handle this. This is how I react to this. No longer the habitual that you're breaking away from. No disrespect to the old version of yourself. I'm not telling you to forget the old version of yourself. I'm telling you to build a relationship with the new version of yourself. The best version of yourself. That brings you joy, excitement, experience mystery, and expansion. Latch on to the new version of yourself and do not let go. Let's show you some nature. The things you consistently choose eventually shape your life and identity. Yeah, if you made it this far in the video, you are done living a life that does not light you up. I see you, I commend you, and I'm excited to continue this journey with you. You got this. So again, when there's no evidence that you can achieve what you feel called to achieve, that you can change your life and be successful in your new life and new identity, your life of intentional, fulfilling living, you have to become the proof. And you can, and you will. And I'm doing it right with you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I had so much fun. Hope this was helpful. And hope to see you next time. Bye bye.